Do you want to practice English while enjoying a thrilling story? In today's English podcast, we are diving into the world of pirates, storms, secret maps. This is an adapted version of Treasure Island, longer, richer, and full of excitement, made especially for English learners. Grab my imaginary sword, climb on a board, and let's begin our adventure.
Jim Hawkins was just a boy, helping his parents run a small inn by the sea. Life was quiet until one stormy night. The door opened with a loud crash of wind, and in walked a tall, scarred sailor. His heavy boots echoed on the floor. He had a deep voice and a strange habit. Every morning he would walk up to the cliffs, looking at the sea with a spyglass, as if waiting for someone. At the inn, he drank rum, sang pirate songs, and sometimes scared the guests with his loud voice. Jim called him simply the captain. One evening, he bent down to Jim and whispered, "Boy, if you ever see a sailor with one leg, tell me at once. Promise me." Jim promised, but he felt a cold shiver. Soon, other sailors came. One had 2 fingers missing. Another wore a red bandana. They whispered about the captain's map. One day, a terrifying moment came. A blind beggar named Pew entered the inn. He grabbed the captain's hand and left something in it, a small black circle of paper. It was called the Black Spot, a pirate signal of death. The captain turned pale. That very night, pirates attacked the inn, breaking furniture and shouting for the map. Jim escaped with the chest and found inside gold coins, papers, and most important, a treasure map marked with a red X. Jim showed the map to Dr. Livesey and Squire Trelawney. They were excited and decided to sail for the treasure. They bought a ship called the Hispaniola and hired sailors. Among them was a friendly cook with a parrot on his shoulder. His name was Long John Silver. He smiled, joked, and offered Jim fried apples. But under his smile was danger. Silver had only one leg and walked with a crutch. At night, Jim accidentally overheard Silver whispering to other sailors. He learned the truth. Silver was the leader of the pirates, and they were planning a mutiny. During the voyage, a terrible storm hit. Waves crashed over the deck, and the ship shook like a toy. Jim held on to the ropes while sailors screamed. Suddenly, lightning revealed Silver laughing in the rain as if the storm was nothing. Jim realized how dangerous he truly was. The storm passed, but the men were afraid. Some whispered that the sea itself did not want them to reach the island. Finally, land appeared, an island covered in green hills and strange cries of birds. Silver's parrot squawked, "Pieces of 8! Pieces of 8!" As soon as they anchored, Silver's men started the mutiny. Shots fired, swords clashed, and shouts filled the air. Jim ran into the forest. He saw bright flowers, snakes, and tall trees. Suddenly, he met a thin, wild man with long hair and shining eyes. Ben Gunn, a sailor abandoned years before. Ben told Jim he had already found the treasure, but kept it hidden in a secret cave. That night, Jim sneaked back to the ship. He cut the ropes, making the pirate boat drift away. When the pirates noticed, it was too late. Their small boat floated into the dark sea. Later, near the forest fort, a fierce battle broke out. Muskets fired. Smoke filled the air. Jim heard Silver shouting orders, his crutch thumping on the ground like a drum of war. Jim fired a pistol for the first time. His hand shook, but he hit a pirate's hat, scaring the man away. At last, Ben Gunn led Jim and his friends to the cave. Inside were mountains of gold, silver bars, and jewels shining in the torchlight. Silver pretended to help, but everyone watched him carefully. The pirates who survived tried to attack, but they were too late. The treasure was already moved. The Hispaniola was loaded with gold. The sea was calm again, as if the island had finally given up its secret. Jim looked back at the island one last time and whispered, "Adventure is dangerous, but without it, life is empty."
Spyglass, a small telescope. Shiver, I shake from fear or cold. Echoed, repeated sound. Bandana, cloth worn on the head. Pale, white with fear. Signal, a sign or message. Over here. Here by accident. Mutiny, sailors fighting against their captain. Parrot, a colorful talking bird. Dig, the floor of a ship. Lightning, bright flash in the sky during a storm. Whispered, spoke very quietly. Anchor, to stop a ship with a heavy chain. Abandoned, left behind. Muskets, old guns used in the past. Wood, small wooden house for defense. Drift, to move slowly with the water. Mountains of gold, a huge amount of treasure. Torchlight, light from fire sticks. Calm, quiet, peaceful. And that was our extended Treasure Island adventure. Today, you practiced listening, vocabulary, and shadowing through a story of storms, pirates, and treasure. Keep practicing, and soon your English will be as strong as the waves of the sea.